Well, the technology is the biggest difference between our generation and his generation in that we come up here, we did the work physically. They do it with calculators or computers and things like that, and leave me behind. We always wanted to protect the land, and we were always appreciated when we had big ranchers move in here and put their land in conservation easements and that, which prevented them from building, a lot of homes on their sites and that. I was very pleased, knowing that Harry would then be interested in this piece of property that come back here. In fact, we had 20 acres, and we were hoping that maybe someday he'd buy our 20 acres, or we'd give it to him or something like that.
Realizing that not many places like this exist kind of made me appreciate it more.
And he's got to figure out what he wants to do with it. Seeing him chase that curiosity is probably the greatest joy.
I haven't seen everything that he's capable of doing yet, but yes, in the future. Yet I don't have many years left on this earth, so I'm not sure what he's going to have in store for Jeff's property or our property or any place else that he leads them to in the future and that. So
it was his father that got me into gardening, and my mom did too, but Grandpa Ron, he was a green thumb, like he could grow anything. So, the garden we have here is kind of in his honor, and we try a lot of things, but we kind of stick to the staples. I think having tight family units matters for generational succession. No family unit's perfect, but working together, you can actually do some long-term change. I got the outdoors love from my dad. We had gear, but we often were cold. We either caught our fish or we went hungry. So I got that out of him, and that's what bred the curiosity. I think what I learned from my parents was work hard. They were let me find my way, but I always knew they worked hard.
I'd say the thing I respect the most is the freedom that he gave me growing up. I never felt pressured or forced really to do anything. I think wanting to make him proud by working hard was kind of what makes me want to do that the most.
Well, I think just like you talk about work, my dad was a hard worker, but it was taught by my parents, passed on to me, passed on to Jeff, and passed on to Harry, which seems like a good trend in this time of life, I guess.
I have a fighting spirit, and that's one thing my parents gave me is you stick it out, like you tough it out. When you die, you at least can look back and go, I went down swinging.
No, I'm just going to take a, if you guys don't mind, just put your arms around each other for a moment.
Group hug.
Yes.
Yeah. And just laugh and swing a little bit. It's so nice.
Give me a beer.
2 beers.
That's awesome. Cool.
Okay.
Thank you.
Okay.
Yeah, no, thank you.